Bonnie's Joy Pinup Parties, Scarlett Valentine. This is video 12 of 50. Happy Saturday, everyone. Congratulations, we made it to Saturday. I hope this Saturday brings you a smile, or just go chill in the yard or something. I don't know. Apologize. I like to be outside, so my first thought is go play outside. So yeah, Saturday, I'm going to get some outside time today for sure. So let's get into it. An interesting fact about me is I was actually in foster care. We were taken away from our mother. I was placed in foster care for a short period of time. I actually didn't stay very long because technically at that time I was living with my grandmother, and she threw a fit and they gave me back to her. Basically is what happened. I was very blessed in that sense. Some of my sisters didn't leave foster care. Yeah, so that's an interesting fact about me, is I'm a foster child. So in this tutorial, we're going to talk about blush. Oh, and by the way, I think foster care is an amazing program, and it should be eligible for everyone. If you could provide a loving home to a child, regardless of your sex, gender, religion, whatever, that's a better place than being in an orphanage, which now they call group homes. Sorry, tangent there. But anyways, that's a little personal opinion there. So let's talk about blush. Okay? So we've talked about all kinds of things with makeup. Of course, you want to do your blush first and then your highlighter. Kind of did the reverse there. Sorry about that. But Bonnie's Joy does use blush, and we use Pops. Pops is another vintage line makeup that is really great. The colors are super saturated. It is a little more pricey. It's definitely worth the purchase. They have great colors, great vintage colors to use. We have 3 different colors that we use in Bonnie's Joy. One is a lighter pink. One is almost looks like a purpler pink, but it's just a, I don't know, more magenta-y pink, and a coral pink. How do you choose blush for you? Also, this is another reason why we talked about skin tones, is because this is going to play in to how we choose the best blush to represent our skin tone. If you're fair or light skin, you may want to go with soft pinks, light corals, or peach. Me, I'm a spring. As you know, I'm a neutral, so I can almost wear any color blush and it looks good on me. So ladies with light skin and cool tones or pink undertones, you should wear the softest pink shade in the for a natural look, and a peach coral for the pop of color. But let me tell you, I don't know if that applies all the time for light skinned, because I've seen some darker, more Hispanic based girls wear coral and it looks gorgeous on them. So just keep that in mind, that just because it says the suggestion for a certain type doesn't mean that everybody fits in that. Some darker girls look good with a lighter coral pink blush. And if you're lighter skin and you have warm undertones, wearing a peachier color for a more natural look, and a pink will pop it more. So if you're medium skinned, rich pink, like this more pinker, is more encouraged. And if you're darker skinned, fuchsias, berries, browns, raisins, tangerines look really great on darker skin tones. I think I only have one. I don't have a lot of clientele like that. I would love more, but most of my clientele are fair skin. But one day it's going to happen. Here in Salty Lake, you know, we don't have a whole lot of darker skinned girls, but we do have them, and I would love for them to come and I would love to make them all pin-uppy. And then, you know, Maybe I'll buy some fuchsia. Now that I think of that, I should probably buy a berry. So I'll probably buy that next at some point. But yeah, that's how you choose a color. And a great thing about application is, of course, brushes. Having a good blush brush is important. I like a softer blush. I really don't, a softer brush for my blush. I really don't like heavy blush. I'm more of a softer girl. I like coral, I like pink, but then again, I can wear anything. So it's really unfair. But a way to apply it is some girls just go on their ample of their cheek. The best way to find that is by smiling and looking for the ample. Apple, ample. Kitty, get off of that! Oh, cats. I'm gonna kill you. You're not staying on that. Good dude, I'm doing a video. I personally go from my cheek and I go right up to where my eye is. Right up, like that. That's how I do mine. Now, some people go from the ample of their cheek all the way back to their hairline. Again, like with makeup and like with everything I've been talking to you guys, you really have to see what you prefer, see what you like. You know, it also has to do with face shape as well. If you're looking to narrow or widen, then it would depend on how you're going to do your makeup. So that has a factor as well, and that's another reason why we talked about face shape, because knowing your face shape is going to help that. We'll get into more of that later. I just want to talk about the basics of blush. So we got that down. Yay, blush is down. Okay. So, I want to talk about Perfectly Posh, just in general. So, I mean, I've done quite a few videos and talking to you about each product that I personally own myself and what I like. Some things you may not know about Perfectly Posh is that it is naturally based. It's made right here in the USA. It's actually made right here in old Utah. So that's another thing I like about it. I like investing back into my community. I really believe that, as one of my old teachers said, that the greatest thing that we can do for our country and to make our nation stronger and stronger as a human race is to invest in our communities. When our communities, our neighborhoods are strong, when they have food, when they have resources, when we look out for each other, then our states are strong, then our nation is strong, then the world is strong. And I think by doing that is by investing locally. And that's why one of the reasons why I love Perfectly Posh is because they are local. And Bonnie's Joy. So as Bonnie's Joy, as you guys know, if you've been following me, I use natural lighting. So I want to keep that in mind. In the summer, obviously, we have lighting till 9 p.m. So I can take way more clientele then. In the winter, the sun goes down at like 4. It's a little brutal. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your appointment and what you want to schedule. Now, I do give an option in winter called Twinkle Lights. I'll also have a Christmas version coming up as well. The Twinkle Lights are great for, they're later in the evening. They obviously involve twinkle lights. And they they're also for someone who may be shy or just wants to try it out, but isn't quite comfortable getting full body into the camera. So that's another thing I offer. So just something to keep in mind when you're thinking about your pinup experience and your experience with Bonnie's Joy, to use natural lighting. So coming up, one more week is left of our mermaids. Our theme this month is Mermaids Beach Babes. If you book this month for a Mermaid Beach Babe theme, you get $20 off. So we're going to be doing that deal for another week, and then we'll be on to something else. So if you want to be a mermaid, or if you want to be a beach babe and you want to get a deal, this is the time to do it now. We've got 1 week left of this month. Okay, so again, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm on Google. I'm on Reddit. Also my website, www.bonniesjoypinupparties.com. I hope you guys all have a great Saturday. Bye.